Hey, what's shaking, everybody? Welcome back to another installment of Jay's Straight Up Reviews and more. Okay, we have today, I believe this is the newest, at least in America anyway. Zealot releases a lot of speakers. This is the Zealot S127 portable Bluetooth speaker, kind of a boom box, kind of, extreme-ish, JBL extreme-ish looking. Just for size comparisons, there's the Tribit Lava. Now the Zealot, as you can see, has kind of a little base that's sitting on, kind of lifted up a little bit off of that with lights under it. So it's a little bigger than the Lava. If you took it and set it down without that little extra piece on the bottom, it'd be a little closer. We're going to take a look at this, do a quick review on it, and give you a demo. As you can see, it does have lights on the side, passive radiators, and underneath. For some reason, they've gone with orange on this one. I just happen to have this strap, so this did not come with it. It comes with a shoulder strap, but I just happen to have that. I've got several of those on hand, different colors, so it kind of matches. So we're going to check it out, so let's hit it. All right, so as I mentioned, this is the S127. Now this is 120 watt max, 120 watt RMS. Has two woofers and two tweeters. Mrs. Hand's lending us a hand today. Now this comes with a shoulder strap, like I said. It does not come with that included hand strap. Your manual, USB-C to C charging cable, and a 3.5 millimeter cable for wired use. And it comes in a nice little Zealot pouch. All this stuff does. Now the speaker itself has up to a 24-hour battery life. It's IP67 water rated, running Bluetooth 5.3, not the newest Bluetooth. It says it'll fast charge between 3 and 4 hours. So it does have a USB-A on the back, which will charge other devices, and an aux jack, plus a TF or micro SD card slot. Now to go over some of the controls real quick, Mrs. Hand will give us a hand. Right there you have your power. Next to that you have your light modes. There are three, as you can see right here. Here's one of them. I'll show you the other ones. One's kind of a rainbow. And this also plays on the passive radiators. That's EQ bass. That's EQ vocal. That's default. So you got lights off. That one where it kind of goes like an EQ. We're back to the one that just goes and flashes. So there's the EQ button. There's the chain button. You can chain multiple speakers together. Your mode button, play pause, and plus minus for volume. And above that you can see there's a little orange indicator. That's your battery life. Now this does has, as I mentioned, passive radiators on the ends. Show you what the light modes look like with that. Off. This is the one that's kind of like the EQ graph, or where it's like, looks like it's going up and down like an EQ, like an equalizer, old school. Okay, so we're going to do a little demo, so let's back up the camera. All right, we're going to start this in the standard default EQ. I'm going to go from lowest volume to high, because when you get to mid to upper volume, it really starts jumping in volume. So put your headphones on if you have them. We'll start it at 7% volume. $13, $20, $27, $33, $40, $47, $53, $60, $67, $73, $80, $93, 100. 60. I'll show you the other EQ modes. Bass. Kind of has a nasally sound. It really cuts the upper mids and highs. Vocal mode. It's a little bright. Standard EQ. Let's go up to 73%. Bass EQ. Vocal. Default. Hit it. Change track. Let's go to 80%. Bass EQ. $27. So there you go. That's the newest speaker from Zealot as far as I know, at least in America. This Zealot has improved their speakers from a couple, 2 or 3 years back when I was critical of some of those, like I think it was the S127, I can't remember for sure. But they still, as far as I know, don't have an app. If they do, let me know. They use the same patented 3 EQs. Typically, I don't like the bass EQ because it cuts a lot of the upper range and kind of makes it sound kind of muddy. This one's not as bad as some of the other ones, but I think I still prefer the default EQ. What I do with these, since they don't have an app, is I just use the default EQ and then I adjust with a third-party EQ to get it to where I like it. So these will usually handle, this will handle a decent amount of bass, but it's not really a bass-heavy speaker. I wouldn't consider this like to be a real thumper, but it has decent bass to it, and it doesn't really get terrible sounding. It doesn't like break up and get distorted and stuff when you get to higher to max volume. So overall, I think this is a very solid speaker. It's going for 140 bucks. That might be a bit of a problem. I'd like to see this closer to 100 because that Tribit Stormbox Lava that you can kind of see sitting back there in the background just behind the Mandalorian. I think right now it's going for 105, and it's a very similar sound. This Zealot may be just a little bit louder. I kind of listened to them earlier a little bit back to back, but not a lot. The Zealot will get loud, but I think for 140, you're starting to get into a kind of a deep water price range with some other options. But since it just came out, it'll probably end up going on a sale. Like I said, if this was closer to 100, I think this would be a very solid buy. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below on this one. And be sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, do it today. It's free. It will cost you nothing. And I guarantee this channel is always worth every bit of nothing. Isn't that right, Mrs. Hand? Yep, she agrees. We're still trying to find Mr. Hand. We haven't seen him We haven't seen him for a while. He's been MIA. He goes on these benders, and even Mrs. Hand doesn't know where he's at. So if anybody's seen him, let us know. Drop me a comment if you see him somewhere. You never know where he's going to be. We'll catch you guys at the next one. That's a wrap. Everybody stay safe.